racing.
Weeks is holding on. The Great Bear completes the great trilogy of the turn. Zaki, a star, an all-star mile winner, and Artorias is flying at the 50. Artorias pounces, bombs them and wins.
Rhythm, absolute perfect pitch. The voice, the time to bring the exclamation mark in at the right time, the build up to a big finish, the words of a big finish, the thoughtfulness about how he concludes a great race.
Starian moves up at the 100 metres. Rio's a threat the outside. Starian about her neck. Rio is cutting into the margin, drives and got up.
Probably his knowledge, his form that he does before the races, and some of the lines that he says, he's extraordinary, really. He thinks outside the box.
Cometh the hour, cometh the legend. Greatness, Weeks has done it. It's Equine Utopia.
He's accurate. Bill Collins was the accurate one, but Matt Hill's accurate. Can you remember his last mistake? Can you remember the last time he stuttered? He struggled for a word? I can't.
Animo holding on, Animo. This time for the big A.
He's got an amazing knack not only to be able to call races, but he's called at the Olympics and football, and I just love his versatility. And every time you hear him call, whether it's a race or a sporting event, you get this big smile on your face and you know that he just nails it every time.
Very much like Bruce in the way that his lines that he can come up with in the moment, I think is what makes him one of the best callers that I've ever seen.
Best of days and Homesman. Homesman with the music man cheering above.
Oh, we are so blessed to have Matt calling the races, and sign him for another 30 years, everyone.
Well, not only is he one of the best callers we've ever seen in this game, but he's just a ripping bloke to boot as well. We love Matty Hill and the way he calls. I think it's the rhythm for me, the way that he can read a race and just put that punctuation mark at the exact right time. Sublime.
He's got the unique ability when you spend any sort of time with him to make yourself look in the mirror and realise you're not that good of a bloke compared to him. He is absolutely brilliant. He's a master of his craft. So we're so lucky to have him in Australia and hold on to him tight, Australian racing, because they're coming from everywhere wanting him to do all sorts of sports. Well done, Matty. Jockey Silks, interesting. You've got a whole new racing team you're putting in, lots of women. You'll use your traditional family colours of the Freedmans, but Chris Simons is finding out a little more about what it takes to develop these racing silks.
You might often wonder why jockeys wear different colours in different races. Well, I'm here at Highland Sportswear and we're going to find out why. So Dale, this is a one-stop shop for jockeys and trainers, and the more popular item sold here is the racing colours.
Yeah, we've been doing them since 1976, and these just a sort of a sample range.
So I've got Lindsay Park, famous set here.
Yeah, Lindsay Park, been fortunate to make, and also we've got Incentivised.
So different patterns, different materials.
Yeah, it's different patterns, different materials. How about I show you out the back?
Fantastic.
Let's go. This is the start. So the design comes into the program. Once it's created, he will then send the job to the printer. It's printed onto the paper, and then we go and then press it onto the fabrics. Here you'll see the one of the printers now printing one of the sets of race colours. So this process takes roughly about 45 minutes. And from here, once it's on the paper, we'll then transfer it onto the fabric.
So this is where the magic happens.
Absolutely, Chris. This is where the next Melbourne Cup, Cox Plate, Golden Slipper winner hopefully come out of this workroom today.
So owners and trainers can let their imagination go wild.
Today there is a boundless amount of colours, lots and lots of designs, halves, checks, stars, and then people put designs like their own brands that they can then display on the race days.
Now tell me a little bit about the history of colours. Why do jockeys wear the colours?
Well, I think it's just to identify the horse in the race clearly, and then they end up becoming more than just a set of colours. They become their own brand.
There's also different styles and materials.
Yes, you're right there, Chris. We run with about 3 types of fabrics. We've got the traditional set. They've been around for a long time and still very popular. And just recently now we've been doing the stretch colours there. More aerodynamic. The jockeys tend to be called Ninja Turtles when they're wearing it with the body protectors.
Their vests coming out.
With their vests all out. And then we do an ultralight set of colours, which is more weight related again for jockeys.
And tell me this, Dale, is it one size fits all?
Absolutely, one size fits all. Occasionally you might get a fat jockey that we might have to make a set for, but overall it's one size fits all.
So Dale, there are some logistics involved in getting colours made.
Yeah, that's right. When you design your own colours and they're yours, you need to get them approved by the club. So Racing Victoria in Victoria, and they become your brand. They're your colours and no one else can have them.
Well, Dale, thank you for having me here and showing me behind the scenes at Highland Sportswear.
Absolute pleasure, Chris. Great to see you again, mate.
A great story there from our team at Seven Horse Racing. Love going behind the scenes of Highland Sportswear to understand how they actually make the colours. What about you? You've had horses run in the past, so
Yeah.
what are the Richardson colours?
The family colours are Godolphin blue with the steel piping. I think the last runner in that is still with the Friedman family.
Oh, we've still got them.
They've still got the colours at the moment. What about, so your fillies are going to run in the Friedman colours?
Yes, I should have a first starter next weekend at Kembla Grange.
Any change at all to the tradition?
Yeah, so she'll be in Friedman colours with a pink cap though, because they're all women's syndicates. So we thought the pink cap, actually that was a terrific suggestion by Lizzie Jelfs. So
Okay,
thank
so
you, Lizzie.
pink, so blending in with
Pink
the...
and purple, beautiful together.
Oh, really? Okay.
Absolutely.
Isn't there a bit of red in there as well?
Yeah, it's great.
Pink and
Don't
red?
doubt me. Oh, don't doubt me. Looking forward to seeing deep...